It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Niners and the Jaguars coming up next.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Jimmy Garoppolo with the 49ers, Trevor Lawrence of the Jags.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here we go.
That one a first down pickup of 8. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And for many people, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the presumptive #1 overall pick for 2, if not 3 years now. But Trevor Lawrence has handled it well. The Jacksonville Jaguars excited to have him in town, to say the least, because they've started guys like Gardner Minshew, Jake Luton, Mike Glennon just in the last season. But let's face it, they now have their franchise quarterback.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Hey, Zoo, X3, 2X, get it.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Here's Hyde on the draw. Room here to run. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carlos Hyde, 63 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Garoppolo to Ayuk, 1st down 49ers.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Sermon with space, a 1st down and then some. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the 39, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Andrew Wingard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down, Jacksonville.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From midfield now, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Set 50, plant.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's back forward, Mike's
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end, it's Chris Manhertz. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Head up. 70, Indy.
Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Come on, set 30 base. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
He'll find Jones again, complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Lawrence. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he gets it down to the 32.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Just keeping the play alive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Ready? 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Forced out to his left, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go. Back, Davey!
On first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the counter, Sermon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The kick by Gold is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down now, it's Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Recon, 132 fighters. Exit, kill, block it,
They'll run it now with Robinson. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.